My partner secretly took out loans in my name. Now I'm drowning in debt. The morning it all started, I was making pancakes. The smell of vanilla extract and coffee filled our tiny kitchen, sunlight streaming through the window as my husband, Mark, hummed along to the radio. He kissed my cheek before heading to work, his usual love you, Jules, casual, effortless, normal. The first red flag arrived days later, a letter from a bank I didn't recognize. Final notice glared up at me in bold red, but the account number wasn't mine. I shrugged, assuming it was a mistake. When another letter came, identical but with my name spelled wrong, Julia M. instead of Julie M., I tossed it into the recycling bin. Mark handled our finances. He'd mentioned a credit score hiccup last year but swore he'd fixed it. Trust me, he'd said, smiling, and I did. But then the calls started. Blocked numbers, voicemails from robotic voices warning about delinquent accounts. My stomach churned every time my phone buzzed. I mentioned it to Mark one night over takeout. He froze mid-bite, chopsticks hovering above his sesame chicken. Probably spam, he said too quickly. I'll look into it. He didn't. The betrayal unfurled on a rainy Tuesday. I'd taken the day off to clean, and while organizing Mark's cluttered home office, I found a filing cabinet drawer I'd never noticed. Inside, loan agreements. Dozens of them, all in my name. My hands shook as I flipped through the pages. Personal loans, credit cards, even a second mortgage application. $187,000 in total debt. Dates going back 2 years. Signatures that looked like mine, but weren't. Nausea rose in my throat. I confronted him that night, papers spread across the dining table. He deflated like a balloon, tears streaming. "I'm so sorry," he choked out. "The business was failing. I thought I could pay it back before you noticed. I didn't want to lose you." "You lied," I whispered. "You let me think we were okay." He reached for me, but I flinched. His apology dissolved into excuses, his childhood trauma, his fear of failure, his love for me. None of it stuck. All I heard was the echo of my own heartbeat, deafening in the silence. 3 days later, I moved into my sister's spare room. The debt collectors call nonstop. My credit score is 420. Lawyers say proving fraud will take months, maybe years. Mark texts me novels. "I'll fix this. Please, let's talk." I haven't replied. The worst part? Part of me still loves him. I replay our happiest memories. Slow dances in the living room, his laugh when our dog chases squirrels, and wonder, was any of it real? Or was I just a prop in his desperate game? Last night, I found an old photo of us at the beach. His arms around me, my head thrown back mid-laugh. I tore it into pieces, then spent an hour taping it back together. Now, I'm sitting on the floor of my sister's apartment, surrounded by court summons and credit reports, wondering how to survive this. The phone's ringing again. I don't answer. TLDR. Husband secretly took out massive loans in my name to save his failing business. Now, I'm financially ruined and don't know if I can ever trust again.